Okay, so don't give up on your dreams. Like, don't give up on your dreams. Like, I know that there's people who are very discouraging. I know there's people who are negative. I know that there's people who um don't cherish their dreams and their goals, so they end up, projecting on you. I know this. I know this also well. Um, this is a reminder to keep going, to keep going. This is the main message, is to keep going. When you want to keep when you want to give up, keep going. Keep going. And I need to say this, and to myself, because there's been times recently where I'm like, whatever, freak the single, like whatever, nobody cares anyway. So like I honestly like psych myself out of doing what I'm called to do because I'm in my head. And I'm here to remind not only myself but you, even if it's one person listening, to never give up on the things that you love, never give up on life, right? Because like it's so easy to have a defeatist mentality when things are not going the way we think they're supposed to go. Um, I know that too well. It's been times when I felt like things should go A, B, C, and it'll go like A, D, F, K, Z, like it'll go all over the place. And I'm reminding myself to stay centered, to stay grounded. I have mindfulness cards, messages cards that my nephew bought me for Christmas, and it was it just, it gets me in the space where I'm reminded that okay, I have enough within me to accomplish anything I desire. It reminds me that when things are hard, to keep pressing forward. It reminds me why I'm here on this planet, and it's not to just occupy space. Just, you know what I mean? Just to like occupy, this small space and live a small life. You know what I mean? There's bigger dreams that I have, and every single day, like if I'm just saying I'm not gonna be nothing in life, or I keep on entertaining those old narratives, I will never create a new narrative for myself and for my dreams. And I I know that there's been tough times, that I know that God will always give, the toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. And I truly believe that, whether you believe in God or not, I know that there's certain things in our life that we go through for a reason, um, that challenge us, that even though it makes us want to give up on life, it strengthens us, right? So this is a reminder that whatever trial and tribulation, whatever dark time that you're going through at this present moment, just take a breath to say, like, okay, like, what is my purpose? What is my calling, right? And what is my big goal? Um, and when you start thinking about like what you're striving for, it makes you not want to give up. Like for me, when I look at my goal of like, the CD and the other goals I have in life to accomplish, um it it brings me back to center, and it grounds me because it allows me to think highly of myself in a way that I didn't think highly of myself before. And it's always a reminder to continue to walk in my power, to walk in my purpose, to just walk with courage, right? Like, don't give up on something that you love. Don't give up on something that you can't go one day without thinking about. Like, whatever you do good at, like, don't give up on that talent. Like, use your talent for the good of the world. There's so much evil. Um, and that if you do give up on your dreams, it kind of, I'm not gonna say kind of, it doesn't give someone the hope that they need to accomplish their goals. And I think a lot of us get into a situation where we think about like, oh, it's my dream, it's my goal, and I'm giving up because nobody cares. And it's like, well, if you don't put yourself out, like if you have a mentality of saying like, oh, I give up on my dream, I give up on life, it robs other, not only yourself and your family and the people who you're in close proximity with in your life, it also affects other people outside of your atmosphere, your world. And a lot of people don't think about that. Like my goal is connected to so many people out in the mental health community who are struggling with mental health issues and traumas that my music has the privilege of saving and healing through what I went through in my struggle with suicide. So it's just um and if I decided to say like, oh, I'm just gonna give up on my life and not put out these singles and not put out my project, there's gonna be so many people who suffer because of it, because there's so many people who are tied into that community that that I have influence over, that I have not even met yet. So like I'm robbing them of healing of their traumas because they don't know that perspective of how to overcome that mental trauma because they haven't heard it yet from anybody. And I'm not trying to say I'm like the all be all and all when it comes to mental health. I'm just saying like there's some people that you're meant to reach and others and some people, there's some people I meant to reach that maybe someone else doing it might reach a different audience. You know what I mean? People reach different people. We're not all meant to meet to reach the same people. So when it comes to this, not giving up on yourself, like remind yourself like what is your dream and your goal tied into, as far as like a person, have that person in your head so that you don't give up on your dream. Have that avatar, have that someone, name your avatar, your secret avatar of like, this is the person who I'm doing it for. This is the person I represent. And it will help you dig a little bit deeper into wanting to be here for those people, right? And there's been times where, like I said, I wanted to give up on a couple of, singles because things were just getting too out of control and out of hand and chaotic for me to want to entertain getting into the studio. However, I kept reminding myself, okay, this song is gonna save somebody's life. This song is gonna save somebody's life. This song will save somebody's life, and it kept me going. So, short and sweet, you know what I mean? And I know someone needs to hear this because there's someone you might be wanting to give up on your life. I say don't give up on your life because your life is tied to so many people. And it's it's just a reminder to stay here because by you staying here is a reminder that somebody else should be here as well.